For those most affected by a homicide, the first 48 is just the beginning.
There was blood spatter all over the walls, blood on the floor.
At one point, I thought she was getting flirtatious with me.
It was almost a certain conviction.
Within 1 year, in Dallas and Phoenix, the lives of 2 men were lost in brutal homicides. In both cases, expert interrogations during the first 48 were crucial to the prosecution. Dallas, Texas. 2 years have passed since veteran detective Richard Duggan worked the brutal murder case of Leonel Valle. Marcela Cortez was unlike any suspect Duggan had ever dealt with.
Seemed like this nice, sweet, pretty young girl. Who would think she would be capable of a brutal crime like this? Didn't get any better than that. Eddie having Gerardo demonstrate how he cut Leonel's throat, I think, was genius.
Both Marcela and Gerardo were charged with Leonel's murder.
It must have been those strong feelings that he had for her. Sad state of affairs when your emotions and your feelings over somebody would lead you to kill another person.
Marcela chose to be represented by a public defender. Gerardo's family hired attorney Mark McClelland to handle his defense. He was up against a powerful case made up of all the evidence Duggan and his team had collected in the first 48.
There aren't a lot of lawyers that would like to take a case where the suspect has given a full confession, signed a statement, given intricate details, had a recovered murder weapon, and then given a physical demonstration of the actual act. You add all that up and put it on videotape, it almost makes for an insurmountable case. The only thing that the prosecution did not have sewn up is the fact that are they going to be able to have this rise to the level of a true capital murder based off this robbery motive, or should it be more of a regular murder?
Gerardo's defense attorney thought he might have a chance at a lesser charge if the case was taken to court.
If your offer is a flat 40, take it or leave it, well, then you might as well take your 1,000,000 to 1 chance with the jury because, hey, you might be that 1 in 1,000,000.
Can you keep this offender away from them long enough through a plea bargain to ensure their safety?
He was enough of a gentleman to know that even though he had me over a barrel and pretty much could dictate all the terms, he was willing to negotiate.
We looked at how old he was. We looked at his criminal history, which there was none. And we looked at also the fact that he was going to be deported. After serving his sentence, he was going to be taken out of our state.
Once the prosecution reached an agreement on Gerardo's case, Mitchell then made an offer to Marcela's defense team.
So at that point, we offered the same sentence with her.
My understanding is that they jumped at the chance and she basically pled to the exact crime and the exact amount of time as we had pled to.
Both defendants pleaded guilty to murder, and each agreed to a 33-year prison sentence.